says you can't enjoy both the traditional and modern things in Tokyo. Yanaka-ginza is near Nippori Station in Tokyo. Many people transfer through the station to get to Narita Airport. So I've arrived in Nippori Station, and Yanaka-ginza Street is approximately 3 to 5 minutes away by walk. So it's already really local and really residential when you get out of the station. So I'm looking forward to the local shops that are here. When you first arrive, you will see these stairs, which are very popular for seeing the sunset. Also, this area is very popular for its stray cats. So I have arrived, and that's the sign up there. Yanaka-ginza Street is a popular shopping street with about 70 small shops and stretching around 170 meters long. This downtown area survived the earthquakes and wars, so you can still experience the traditional older feeling of Tokyo. As you walk along the streets, you can see Japanese people doing their normal everyday shopping and errands, so there's a little bit of everything practical here. This is a great way to see how locals live and avoid the tourist crowds. There are also many goods and souvenirs sold here, so you should also check that out. So there's lots of street food here, and I think I'm gonna have this one behind me. If you come to Yanaka-ginza, you must try the street food. They try to keep it affordable for the locals, so it's all around 100 yen or so. This was only 30 yen, so cheap. Deep fried potato. The next shop I went to is this shop right here, and they sell donuts shaped like a cat's tail, and they have different flavors like custard, chocolate, red bean, and much more. These shops are not only popular with the locals, but also many Japanese celebrities come here. So I was trying to take a photo of this, the thing I just got, and then it just snapped, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but it just snapped off. And then it fell on the ground. Oh no. But oh well, 3-second rule, right? So looks like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Looks like his tail. These are also some very popular shops on the street. This one has red bean inside, and obento that tastes better than your local convenience shop. And don't forget to take a selfie of the cats. So now we're gonna walk to the next location, which is Sendagi, I think. So actually, Yanaka, Sendagi, and Nezu make up the area called Yanesen, which is basically their names combined. And it's a great traditional local area to take a stroll around. I'm kinda lost. Found this machine. If you put 1,000 yen inside, you don't know which one you're gonna get, but you'll get a prize. And there's some really good ones, and there's some booby prizes. Since the Edo era, this part of Tokyo has been famous for artisans and craftsmen, so you should find some really interesting shops here. I went to this shop that crafts their own candy, one of the very few who do it in Japan nowadays. When you first go in, the walls are lined with hard candy in all shapes and colors. You can either buy the pre-made ones, or you can get it customized and design it yourself and see them make it right in front of your eyes. There are many animals you can choose from, but they're usually around 1,000 yen, and I picked this rabbit, and I also picked the pose it did, and you can also do add-ons for special days or special occasions. In the Edo period, candy making evolved into a kind of street performance where candy craftsmen would walk the streets of the city making candy for children on request. While you can't see candy making on Tokyo streets anymore, this shop keeps the tradition alive. And this was the first time I saw candy being made right in front of my eyes, so it was a pretty cool experience. And you can also take their classes and actually make one yourself. And why I chose the rabbit is because my favorite animal, or blah blah, all that word. My favorite animal is the rabbit. So if I could have any pet I wanted, I would choose the rabbit. How about you guys? So I want to show you guys more of Japan, like the local. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh my god, I have this in New Zealand. Do you guys know this fruit? So when you walk these local streets, it's when you see more locals and how everyday life is like in Japan. So I think that's really cool because especially in Tokyo, the everyday lifestyle kind of gets washed away by the big city, the buildings, but if you actually look into the local areas or just the back streets, you will see a lot of Tokyo's culture and Japan's culture. We have arrived! If you ever stop by Nezu, you have to visit Nezu Shrine, which is one of Japan's most oldest shrines. Alright, let's climb up these stairs. If you come to Japan, expect to be walking a lot because Japanese walk so much, and especially in Tokyo, we walk so much. I think they've got cats here as well. Oh my gosh, is that a cat? That's a cat, isn't it? It doesn't have a distinct face, so it's hard to tell if it's a cat or a tiger or a dog. Nezu Shrine is surrounded by nature and it has ponds with carp in it and also pathways with small shrines called tori, and this is a place where the locals often come, so it doesn't have a touristy feel to it. 何がいるの?
誰がにです。ポテトチップス食べんの?
This shrine is styled after the famous Toshogu Shrine in Nikko, so you don't have to go far from Tokyo to see something similar. But rather than going to Asakusa and being surrounded by lots and lots of other tourists, it's nice to come to these local areas to experience the traditional culture, and it's much better than the tourist areas because you actually see Japanese living their everyday lives here, so it gives you a much more thorough idea of what Japan is like, even in Tokyo. So I hope you guys could see more of the local, normal, everyday life in Japan in this video. If there was anything you guys found interesting or something you didn't know about Japan, I would love to hear it down below. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So a lot of people think that if you just come and live in Japan, that your Japanese will also just naturally become fluent. However, that is not the case. Like many other things in life, it takes effort and it takes time for you to improve your Japanese.